As we head into the summer months in this year of 2024, there is so much to discuss regarding the real estate market here in the Bay Area. Let's start with what a wacky last few years it's been in the market in general. From a stoppage in the market due to the pandemic, right into a massive surge in home prices when things started to open up and home sales were outpacing inventory 2-1. Then wham, the historical and, let's admit, magical interest rates soared to the surprise of many, causing local inventory to double in 6 short months while pending sales fell up to 40%. So, what gives and what are the differences? Let's jump into the numbers, the nitty-gritty if you will, and if you want a deeper dive, stay on this video with me. Currently, we have 1,096 single-family homes for sale and 807 pending sales, an absorption rate that is seller dominant at 74%. That means that 74% of homes are selling, 3 out of every 4. Since the end of March, inventory has increased 47%, while sales have risen at just 9%, causing a much-needed slowdown from the 98% absorption rate. Remember those 20 to 30 offers on a home that we were experiencing? By the way, this increased inventory is common this time of year. Comparing these numbers to May of 2023, and our inventory is 22% higher, which is healthy, while the absorption rate was a very competitive 86% with 733 pendings at that time. Jumping back 2 years to May of 2022, and our inventory was actually 18% higher, while there was a lower but still seller advantageous absorption rate of 70%. Quick summary, still a seller favored market for single family homes. But what about those condos and townhomes? That is an entirely different story right now. Since the end of March, inventory has increased 51% to 623 active townhomes and condos, while sales numbers have remained virtually unchanged at 363, causing a quick slowdown from 88% to 58% absorption rate. The largest of that fall was an incredibly abrupt slowdown in May. This is not common for this time of year. I'll explain more further in the video if you keep watching. When comparing these numbers to May of 2023, our inventory is 83% higher, which is called opportunity, and the absorption rate was extremely competitive at 84% with 287 pendings at that time. Notice that there are still more sales happening at this time. There's just more to choose from. Jumping back 2 years to May of 2022, and our inventory was only 5% lower, while the absorption rate was 74%, which meant a healthy 435 properties pending then. If you weren't fully aware, supply and demand is always the largest catalyst of how the housing market performs, which is directly relational to the absorption rate. That's dividing the current pending amount of sales by the current active amount of homes for sale. Single-family homes are still highly sought after. The slowdown in townhomes and condos is most probably connected to a few key factors. This is a segment of the market that usually either first-time homebuyers or investors tend to be involved with. First-time homebuyers are much more effective by the higher interest rates as they tend to have a more limited affordability, especially when they aren't using equity from their current home in the purchase. Additionally, the fear of layoffs lies heavier in this group of homebuyers. They haven't jumped into the benefits of home buying yet, so the perceived risk can tend to outweigh the benefits that they unfortunately don't fully understand. Now, investors tend to look for value in the market. They jump in when they see it, but they're also looking to maximize return on their investment. So they're more often than not will be more patient and not jump in and compete. If you're selling a townhouse or a condo currently, you'll have to be in the best condition and have the best price. So where is the silver lining, especially in townhomes and condos? Well, the top lenders that I work closely with are saying that we're closer to a rate cuts in the next 3 months than we have been. And when those rates do get cut, there'll be a surge of buyers. They're already waiting on the sidelines. I talk to them all the time. So when that demand surges, competition ensues, and you probably guessed it, prices rise. So those savvy buyers who get in now, jump in front of that future competition and subsequent appreciation, will watch the rise in their equity while additionally being able to refinance to a lower rate and bring their payments down. It's a complete win-win for those with that foresight. Although those fears of layoffs do exist, there are several people employed by AI-based companies or those implementing AI in their practices that are surging now. This is the next wave in Silicon Valley. The overall local economy isn't going down anytime soon. And although the last few years have been quirky, there is some important advice I'd like to share to put things in perspective. The market in the Bay Area has always had a perception of volatility, and let me explain why. First of all, our inventory is, frankly, ridiculously low based on the number of homes when compared to most areas in the nation. Second, our prices are higher than most areas in the nation. So when we have a swing of 3 to 5%, those numbers seem exaggerated. At an average price of $2 million, a 5% swing equals $100,000. Most areas can't fathom that type of swing, but if you look at it from a wide-angled lens, it's just part of the norm. The good news? This goes both ways. The average house has risen from $663,000 to $2 million in Santa Clara County over just the past 12 years. If you want a more focused analysis of your particular home or the neighborhood you're looking to get into, I'm just a call or a click away. I look forward to sharing my next video with you. Thanks, friends.